What disturbs men's minds is not events, but their judgments on events. These remarks, spoken by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus approximately 2,000 years ago, are still relevant today. In a world characterized by perpetual uncertainty and chaos, we yearn for a stable foundation that remains unaffected by the passing of time. We are thrown by the tides of economic disasters, political turmoil, and personal hardships. Yet within us is a compass, a method to manage the storm with steadfast resolution. That is the Stoic approach. We live in a time when anxiety is the norm and control is an illusion. Every day we are confronted with factors beyond our control. The market's tumultuous fluctuations, the unpredictable nature of relationships, and the fragility of our own mortality. Throughout history, there have been some who stood steady in the face of hardship. What sets them apart? Their philosophy, their mindset, their notion that suffering is caused by how we perceive and respond to external situations rather than the events themselves. We have become disoriented. We have succumbed to fury, distraction, and despair, forgetting that we possess a power greater than any external force, the power of reason, discipline, and acceptance. The ancients understood this. The Stoics understood that, while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we react. And in that answer, we discover our true strength. We are not just setting out on this adventure to study Stoicism, we also intend to recover the serenity that the contemporary world has taken from us. This is not simply philosophy, it is a way of life, a technique to perceive the world clearly, free of fear and regret. A method of life that has guided emperors and slaves alike, from Marcus Aurelius of Rome to Epictetus, a former slave who educated kings. We don't have to be emperors or scholars to follow this route. We simply need the willingness to see things as they are, to master ourselves, and to move on with unwavering resolve. The lost way to harmony is within our reach. It has always existed within us. Let's rediscover it together. In the following parts, we will go deeply into the roots of Stoicism, investigating its beginnings, great thinkers, and essential concepts that can influence our outlook on life. We will learn to thrive in the face of uncertainty rather than merely tolerate it, to hold steady when others falter, accepting adversity as a source of progress rather than sorrow. This is where our trip starts, not with solutions, but with the correct questions. Who are we when we are free of our surroundings? What genuinely belongs to us in a society where everything could potentially be taken away? And how do we find peace, not in the absence of conflict, but in its embrace? Let us begin. Understanding Stoicism. Stoicism emerges as one of the most prominent philosophical schools in history, having originated in the crucible of ancient Greece in the early 3rd century before the Common Era. Zeno of Citium founded this philosophy, which flourished through the works of renowned thinkers such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, whose principles have endured over time. Consider the Stoa Poikile in Athens, a colonnade where Zeno and his pupils would congregate for serious conversations on virtue, ethics, and the meaning of the good life. This is where Stoicism originated. The early Stoics held that intelligence was the highest form of happiness, which could be achieved via the cultivation of virtue and rational thought. To really understand Stoicism, we must delve into its essential tenets. Virtue is the highest good. At the heart of Stoicism is the belief that virtue is the highest good. Stoic virtues include wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. The cultivation of these virtues is the path to true happiness, or eudaimonia. Control over one's own mind. You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will gain strength, remarked Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control, our ideas, perceptions, and actions, while accepting what we cannot change. The dichotomy of control is central to Stoic practice. Indifference to externals. Stoicism encourages us to maintain a peaceful indifference toward external events and circumstances. It is not callous detachment, but rather an acknowledgement that our well-being is not dependent on externalities. Accepting this allows us to be free of external forces and create inner calm. As we consider these concepts, keep in mind that Stoicism is a practical philosophy that should be lived and experienced rather than just studied. It provides a roadmap for preserving our equilibrium in the face of life's unavoidable ebbs and flows. Reflecting on the lives of the great Stoic thinkers reveals a richness of wisdom that is still relevant today. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote his meditations as a personal diary of philosophical observations, affording a fascinating glimpse into his efforts to live virtuously among the strains of imperial leadership. Seneca, a statesman and philosopher, handled Rome's hazardous politics with stoic fortitude, while Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, preached that genuine freedom exists within our thoughts. These luminaries' writings and teachings have left us with a wealth of practical counsel on how to live a life of virtue and purpose. Their thoughts continue to illuminate our way, bringing us peace and strength in the face of contemporary difficulties. Stoicism versus modern challenges. In today's environment, we face unique difficulties that sometimes seem overwhelming. From health crises and economic insecurity to social and political upheaval, the modern environment is fraught with uncertainty. However, during these turbulent times, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism emerges, offering us timeless solutions to navigate these problems with grace and resilience. Pandemics and health crises. The global pandemic has highlighted the fragility of human life and the unpredictable nature of our existence. Fear, anxiety, and uncertainty have pervaded our lives. Stoicism tells us that while we cannot control external circumstances, we can control our internal reactions. Consider the Stoic practice of negative visualization, which involves picturing the worst-case situation to reduce dread of the unknown. We can mitigate the impact of unexpected events by mentally preparing for them. This practice, together with mindfulness and acceptance, allows us to address health problems in a calm and methodical manner. Economic instability. Financial uncertainty can cause significant stress and worry. Job loss, market swings, and economic downturns all threaten our sense of security. Stoicism urges us to concentrate on what we can influence, our actions, efforts, and attitudes. Seneca, a wealthy Roman statesman, frequently reminded himself that financial wealth is temporary and external. He advocated for a life of balanced needs and intrinsic riches, including morality, intelligence, and courage. By adopting this Stoic perspective, we may remain robust in the face of economic insecurity, valuing our inner virtues over external prosperity. Social and political turmoil. During times of social turmoil and political divide, it is easy to feel defeated and powerless. However, the Stoics advise us to rise above the chaos by focusing on our own actions and moral integrity. Marcus Aurelius, while doing his duties as Roman emperor, was always reflecting on how to act justly and virtuously, regardless of the political climate. The Stoic notion of the cosmopolis, or world metropolis, emphasizes humanity's connection. It helps us to cultivate empathy, compassion, and understanding, especially during difficult situations. Adhering to Stoic values allows us to positively contribute to society while retaining our integrity and pushing for justice and compassion. Practical applications of Stoicism. Stoicism is more than a collection of intellectual concepts. It is a practical philosophy designed to be lived and experienced. Incorporating Stoic concepts into our everyday routines can help us develop inner serenity, resilience, and a sense of purpose. Here's how. Daily practices. Begin your day with intention and meditation. End it with introspection and thankfulness. Allow each moment to be permeated with Stoic wisdom. Morning meditation and reflection. Start the day with a few moments of calm reflection. Consider the day ahead and remind yourself of Stoic ideas. Marcus Aurelius regularly meditated in the mornings to mentally prepare for the day's challenges. Setting this intention prepares our thoughts to respond to situations with calm and goodness. Journaling. Maintain a Stoic diary to record your ideas, reflections, and observations. Journaling can help you keep attentive to your actions, track your progress in using Stoic ideas, and allow for introspection. Negative visualization. Negative visualization is a technique for imagining probable problems or failures. This exercise helps us prepare psychologically for adversity while also appreciating the present time. We can reduce fear and anxiety by imagining worst-case scenarios and increasing resilience. Evening. Reflection. Wrap out your day with a contemplative exercise. Evaluate your behaviors, thoughts, and emotions throughout the day. Consider what worked well and what may be improved. Seneca proposed this practice to promote ongoing personal development and alignment with Stoic values. Mental resilience. Protect your mind and spirit from life's unavoidable hardships. Mental resilience is the foundation of Stoic practice. Mindfulness and presence. Practice mindfulness by being present in every moment. Stoicism teaches us to be completely mindful of our thoughts and actions. Focusing on the present moment can reduce stress and improve our ability to respond wisely to situations. Practice acceptance. Accept the Stoic notion of amor fati, love for fate. Accepting what is beyond our control allows us to maintain inner serenity. Instead of opposing or complaining about our circumstances, we might choose to adapt and make them meaningful. Develop emotional equanimity. Maintain emotional balance regardless of external situations. Stoicism teaches us how to notice our emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. Emotional detachment allows us to respond to situations with better clarity and calm. Rational evaluation. Examine your thoughts and feelings objectively. Consider whether they are founded on facts or assumptions. Stoicism emphasizes the value of reasoned thought. By examining our thoughts, we can make more informed and moral choices. Handling relationships. Manage personal relationships with honesty, empathy, and knowledge. Stoicism provides useful suggestions for developing healthy relationships. Empathy and understanding. To practice empathy, put yourself in the shoes of others. Remember that everyone is motivated by their own experiences and problems. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself to treat others with kindness and empathy. Set boundaries. Create appropriate limits in your relationships. Stoicism instructs us to value our own health and integrity. Setting limits protects us from unnecessary stress and promotes good interactions. Focus on virtue in interactions. Strive to exemplify the Stoic traits of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance in your relationships. Act with fairness and integrity. Communicate honestly and help others flourish. Seneca highlighted the value of being a good friend and mentor. Release grudges and resentments. Stoicism advises us to forgive and let go of our bad emotions. We only harm ourselves by holding on to our anger. By practicing forgiveness, we can relieve emotional burdens and create inner serenity. Stoic practices in modern life. Digital detox. In an age of continual digital distraction, taking regular breaks from devices and social media might help you stay focused and present. Use this time to reflect, read, and participate in meaningful activities. Simplify your lifestyle. Take a simple approach, focusing on what is genuinely important. Let go of material possessions and aim for a life full of adventures and personal development. This is consistent with the Stoic principle of indifference to externals. Mindful consumption. Be aware of what you consume, not only food and drink, but also information and entertainment. Choose stuff that will expand your thinking and boost your spirit while avoiding sensationalism and negativity. Gratitude. Practice. Set aside time each day to reflect on the good things in your life. By focusing on gratitude, we may balance negative ideas and cultivate a happy attitude. The power of Stoicism. Emotional stability. Applying Stoic ideas allows us to develop emotional stability. We may negotiate life's complications with a calm disposition if we practice controlling our thoughts and behaviors. Improved decision-making. Practicing Stoic philosophy improves our decision-making skills. We learn to evaluate circumstances sensibly, consider the bigger picture, and behave in accordance with our values. Stronger sense of purpose. Stoicism gives our lives a deeper sense of purpose. By seeking virtue and knowledge, we discover significance in our acts and get a better understanding of our place in the world. Implementing Stoicism in daily life. Daily affirmations. Begin your day with positive affirmations based on Stoic ideas. Remind yourself of your fortitude, perseverance, and dedication to virtue. Mindful breathing. Incorporate mindful breathing techniques into your daily practice. When you're feeling stressed or anxious, take a few deep breaths to recover control. Declutter your mind. To maintain mental clarity, declutter your ideas on a daily basis. Set aside time for calm reflection and meditation to free your mind of unneeded worries. Engage in acts of kindness. Incorporate kindness and compassion into your daily encounters. Small acts of kindness not only help others, but they also strengthen your own sense of purpose and connection. Weaving these Stoic principles into our daily lives allows us to navigate uncertainty with grace and resilience. Let us embrace this ancient wisdom, seeking solace and strength in Stoic principles as we travel together toward harmony and inner serenity. Benefits of embracing Stoicism. Emotional stability. Stoicism provides a way to emotional equilibrium, helping us to face life's obstacles in a calm and composed manner. Anxiety reduction is one of the most significant benefits of practicing Stoicism. By focusing on the current moment and what we can control, we are able to break away from the paralyzing grasp of future fears and past regrets. Stoics teach us to live in accordance with nature, which includes accepting life as it happens and finding calm in the present. Improved emotional regulation. Stoicism teaches us to examine our feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. This discipline of emotional detachment, known as apatheia, allows us to maintain a balanced state of mind. By identifying and understanding our emotions, we may respond to events with clarity and poise, rather than impulsive reactions. Adversity and resilience. Life is full of problems and setbacks, but Stoicism allows us to see these as opportunities for progress. Embracing the Stoic approach helps us develop resilience and adaptability to shifting circumstances. This resilience stems from the realization that our inner virtues cannot be disturbed by external circumstances. Stoicism promotes patience and tolerance towards oneself and others. We grow more empathetic and understanding by acknowledging that everyone is on their own road and faces their own challenges. This patience enables us to develop stronger, more compassionate relationships. Improved decision-making. Stoicism promotes clarity and rationality, which leads to superior decision-making based on virtue and wisdom. Stoicism emphasizes the value of rational thought and using reason to analyze our options. By approaching decisions with a clear and rational perspective, we can balance the benefits and drawbacks of our actions. This rational examination results in more informed and deliberate conclusions. Alignment with core beliefs. Stoic philosophy teaches us to live in accordance with our fundamental beliefs and ideals. When faced with a decision, we might look to the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance for guidance. By practicing these virtues, we ensure that our decisions reflect our highest ethical standards and contribute to a life of integrity. Reduced influence of external pressure. In a world full of external pressures and societal expectations, Stoicism allows us to be true to ourselves. By concentrating on our internal compass and what actually matters, we may make decisions based on our principles rather than being influenced by external factors. This freedom develops a sense of sincerity and confidence. Greater emphasis on long-term goals. Stoicism urges us to think beyond instant gratification and short-term advantages. By taking a long-term view, we can make decisions that benefit our overall well-being and growth. This emphasis on enduring values and aspirations enables us to have a meaningful and fulfilled life. Stronger sense of purpose. Embracing Stoicism gives us a stronger sense of purpose, directing us toward a life of meaning and fulfillment. Pursuit of virtue. The pursuit of virtue is central to Stoic philosophy. We find meaning and purpose in our lives by attempting to exemplify traits such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This quest of virtue becomes a lifelong journey that informs our actions and judgments. Stoicism encourages us to seek purpose in hardship. We perceive setbacks as chances for growth and self-improvement rather than impediments. This attitude enables us to acquire a sense of purpose from overcoming challenges and emerging stronger. Service to others. Stoic philosophy emphasizes our interdependence and the significance of contributing to the common good. We gain a stronger sense of purpose by helping others and making a difference in our communities. This service coincides with the Stoic principle of cosmopolis, which promotes a sense of belonging and duty. Inner peace. Cultivation. Stoicism promotes inner peace and tranquility. This inner calm comes from living according to our ideals, accepting what we cannot control, and focusing on personal development. It gives a stable basis upon which we can traverse the difficulties of life with poise and grace. Real-world examples and case studies, inspirational anecdotes from people who have embraced Stoicism provide vital insights into the philosophy's practical benefits. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor. Marcus Aurelius is the epitome of Stoic discipline. Despite the enormous constraints and duties of his position, he was determined to live a good life. His meditations provide remarkable insights into how Stoicism influenced his behaviors and decisions. Marcus' capacity to preserve inner serenity while leading with integrity exemplifies the benefits of Stoicism. James Stockdale. Admiral James Stockdale, a United States Navy commander, relied on Stoic ideals during his 7-year incarceration as a prisoner of war in Vietnam. He attributed Stoicism, namely Epictetus' teachings, with helping him endure the difficult surroundings and preserve his commitment. Stockdale's story demonstrates the fortitude and resilience that Stoicism may bring in the most difficult situations. Timothy Ferriss. Modern author and entrepreneur Tim Ferriss has frequently discussed the impact of Stoicism on his life and business. Ferriss uses Stoic techniques like negative imagery and mindfulness to reduce stress and increase productivity. His prosperity and well-being are partly due to the practical application of Stoic ideals. Loss, grief, and acceptance. Consider people who have experienced significant personal loss and turned to Stoicism for comfort. They were able to handle loss with a sense of purpose and resilience because they focused on accepting and finding meaning in their pain. Their stories demonstrate the healing potential of Stoic philosophy. Real-life examples and case studies. Inspirational stories. Let us draw strength and inspiration from individuals who have followed the Stoic road, discovering resilience and purpose in the face of hardship. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the most respected Stoic philosophers, encountered enormous hardships during his reign. Despite the demands of ruling an empire, he stayed loyal to Stoic ideas, recording his thoughts in meditations. His works show a man who aspired to be virtuous, retain inner peace, and behave with justice and intelligence. Marcus's legacy demonstrates the everlasting significance of Stoic methods in public and private life. Viktor Frankl. Although not formally a Stoic, Viktor Frankl's experiences are firmly rooted in Stoic concepts. As a Holocaust survivor, Frankl witnessed unspeakable misery in concentration camps. He found significance in his suffering thanks to his philosophical approach, which is consistent with Stoicism's emphasis on resilience and discovering purpose in misfortune. His book, Man's Search for Meaning, emphasizes the importance of retaining an inner sense of purpose, especially in the face of adversity. Admiral James Stockdale of the United States Navy relied significantly on Stoicism, notably Epictetus's teachings, during his 7-year incarceration as a prisoner of war in Vietnam. Stoic philosophy gave him the mental strength to withstand torture and solitary captivity. Stockdale's story exemplifies the amazing tenacity that Stoic ideas may instill, allowing people to resist even the hardest conditions. Nelson Mandela. While not a Stoic, Nelson Mandela's life and writings frequently echoed Stoic concepts. Throughout his 27 years in prison, Mandela demonstrated incredible resilience, patience, and mental discipline. His capacity to forgive and seek reconciliation rather than revenge is consistent with Stoic ideals. Mandela's narrative demonstrates the transformational power of inner strength and moral integrity. Stoicism and modern life. Stoic ideals are not limited to antiquity. They can still provide wisdom and strength amid the complexity of current life. Tim Ferriss, entrepreneur and author. Tim Ferriss uses Stoic techniques like negative imagery and mindfulness to reduce stress and increase productivity. Ferriss credits much of his success and well-being to the practical implementation of Stoic ideals. By adopting Stoicism, he can handle the challenges of modern life with clarity and purpose. Ryan Holiday, an author and marketer, is a contemporary Stoic enthusiast. Holiday's books, including The Daily Stoic and The Obstacle is the Way, explore how Stoic philosophy may help us discover perseverance, focus, and balance in our lives. His work has promoted Stoicism among a new generation, demonstrating its long-term relevance and utility. Elizabeth Holmes, a medical practitioner and humanitarian, exemplifies Stoic ideas in her work and life. She employs Stoicism to stay calm in stressful times, make ethical decisions, and serve her community with compassion and integrity. Holmes's tale demonstrates how Stoicism may help professionals make a good contribution in their areas. Lessons from historical figures. We can learn valuable lessons from the lives of historical figures who exemplify Stoic values, utilizing their experiences as models for our own. Cato the Younger, a Roman senator and Stoic philosopher, is known for his unflinching dedication to morality and justice. He defied Julius Caesar's tyranny, even at the expense of his own life. Cato's staunch dedication to Stoic principles in the face of political turbulence motivates us to be firm on our values, regardless of external influences. Epictetus, born a slave, overcame adversity to become one of the most important Stoic thinkers. His teachings stress the power of the mind and the need to focus on what we have control over. Epictetus's journey from slavery to philosophical fame exemplifies the transformational power of Stoic discipline, reminding us that genuine freedom is found within our thoughts. Seneca. As a statesman, playwright and Stoic philosopher, Seneca lived an extraordinary life full of both privilege and peril. His letters and essays provide practical counsel on overcoming adversity, cultivating virtue, and leading a healthy life. Seneca's ability to handle the difficulties of Roman politics while sticking to Stoic precepts teaches us important lessons about perseverance and moral integrity. Stoic mindset in everyday life. Adopt the Stoic approach to navigate your daily life with wisdom, grace, and purpose. Overcoming personal challenges. Imagine a person who has suffered a tremendous personal loss. By accepting Stoic concepts, people learn to find meaning in their suffering and to be resilient in the face of sadness. Stoicism teaches them to focus on what they can control, their thoughts and actions, while accepting what they cannot change. This approach encourages healing and personal progress. Navigating professional life. Imagine a professional struggling with workplace stress and demanding tasks. Stoicism helps them develop patience, emotional moderation, and reasonable thinking. Stoic exercises like journaling and mindfulness help individuals maintain their equilibrium and make ethical decisions, resulting in more rewarding and purposeful work. Building strong relationships. By following Stoic ideas, people can cultivate healthier and more compassionate relationships. Emphasizing characteristics such as wisdom, justice, and temperance in interactions fosters fairness and honesty. Practicing empathy and understanding strengthens connections, while setting boundaries ensures mutual respect and well-being. Stoicism provides a sanctuary of inner peace amidst the chaos of modern life. By practicing mindfulness, acceptance, and gratitude, individuals can navigate daily stresses with a composed and tranquil mind. This inner calm allows them to respond thoughtfully to challenges and find joy in the present moment. As we end our Stoic inquiry, let us reflect on the profound teachings that have guided us along the way. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy based on the pursuit of virtue, provides a timeless roadmap for navigating the complexity of modern life. By embracing its principles, we may build resilience, retain inner calm, and find significance in every situation. We examined the substance of Stoicism, including its historical foundations and basic precepts. We've seen how Stoicism prepares us to tackle current obstacles like health crises, economic instability, and social upheaval with grace and serenity. We've identified practical ways to incorporate Stoic knowledge into our daily lives, promoting emotional stability, better decision-making, and a greater sense of purpose. Real-life examples and case studies demonstrate Stoicism's transformational power. Stoic philosophy has remained relevant throughout history, from Marcus Aurelius and Seneca to Tim Ferriss and Ryan Holiday. These stories motivate us to live with integrity, courage, and compassion, guiding our actions and decisions in accordance with our core values. Let us continue to illuminate our own and others' paths with the torch of Stoic knowledge as we progress. By practicing Stoicism, we not only strengthen our own inner peace, but also help to make the world more resilient and kind. Q&A session. Let us answer some common questions regarding Stoicism and shed more light on this ageless philosophy. What is the primary purpose of Stoicism? Stoicism's main purpose is to acquire eudaimonia, which means true happiness or thriving. This is accomplished via cultivating morality and wisdom, as well as matching one's activities with nature. Stoicism teaches us how to live in harmony with ourselves and our surroundings by cultivating logic, self-control, and moral purity. Is Stoicism about repressing emotion? Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about knowing and regulating them. Stoics believe in monitoring our feelings rather than becoming dominated by them. Emotional control allows us to respond to situations with clarity and rationality. Can Stoicism help you cope with modern-day stress? Absolutely. Stoicism provides useful stress management strategies by focusing on what we can control and accepting what we can't. Mindfulness, negative visualization, and logical evaluation are all techniques that can help us maintain homeostasis and reduce worry in our daily lives. How may Stoicism help relationships? Stoicism values empathy, understanding, and fairness in our dealings. By practicing these virtues, we can create better and more compassionate relationships. Furthermore, creating boundaries and letting go of resentment help to foster healthier and more constructive relationships with others. Can Stoicism be practiced alongside other philosophical or religious beliefs? Yes, Stoicism is compatible with many philosophies and religions. Its ideals of virtue, intelligence, and logic can be used to supplement other belief systems. Many people find that Stoicism complements their prior spiritual or philosophical activities by offering practical advice for living a good and balanced life. Here are some recommended books, articles, and online resources for people looking to gain a better grasp of Stoicism. Books: Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, a collection of personal writings by the Roman Emperor that offer unique insights into Stoic philosophy. Letters from a Stoic by Seneca, a collection of letters from the Stoic philosopher that offer practical advice on living a good life. Epictetus Discourses and Selected Writings, an excellent resource for Epictetus teachings, which emphasize mental power and rationality. Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman wrote The Daily Stoic, a modern approach to Stoicism that includes daily musings and practical applications. Articles and essays. Massimo Pigliucci's article, How to be a Stoic, delves into the principles of Stoic philosophy and its applicability in modern living. Donald Robertson's essay, Stoicism for Modern Life, a philosophy for resilience and purpose, discusses Stoicism's practical benefits in contemporary culture. Online resources. The Daily Stoic is a website dedicated to Stoic philosophy with articles, videos, and resources for practicing Stoicism. Stoicism on Reddit is an online forum where people may discuss Stoic ideals, share their experiences, and seek guidance. Modern Stoicism, a portal that offers information, courses, and events relevant to Stoic philosophy. Exploring these resources can help you develop a better knowledge of Stoicism and its practical applications in your life. May the wisdom of the Stoics enrich your journey and lead you to a life of virtue, resilience, and inner serenity. Thank you for joining me on my journey through Stoicism. I hope you found value in the thoughts and practical applications we discussed. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel for more information on philosophy and personal development. Feel free to share your ideas and experiences in the comments section below. I'd love to know how Stoicism has affected your life. Stay up for our next video, in which we'll explore another exciting topic to help you negotiate life's obstacles with knowledge and grace. Until then, remember to live morally, nurture inner serenity, and appreciate the beauty of the present moment. Thank you, and be careful.